I started my perfect meal in Edmonton with a comfort food brunch at Pip, followed by a few bites of some grab-and-go sandwiches at Faro and Pippa's Joe. But I've still got room for more. Next up is Range Road, one of the best restaurants in Canada. Their locally sourced menu and whole animal butchery brings the farm straight to your table. And I mean the entire farm.
I'm Ashley Callingbull, and this is my one perfect meal.
Range Road is a block away from 124th Street, one of Edmonton's main shopping and fashion hubs. A new light rail transit line to the district is nearly complete, but cars in transit aren't the only ways to get there. Edmonton is a big supporter of micromobility programs like e-bikes and my favorite, e-scooters. I've rented mine from locally owned YEG Scoot, which also offers guided tours of the city. Range Road really does live up to its country-inspired name. Tables made from reclaimed barnwood, salvaged sandstone from Edmonton's historic Alberta Hotel, countertops from CN Rail carwood, every surface is a nod to the days when Albertans truly lived off the land. And the food is no different. Range Road and their butchery next door are more committed to small farms, sustainability, and local ingredients than any restaurant I've ever been to. And when you're working with some of the world-renowned ingredients Alberta is known for, it's no surprise Range Road has been named multiple times in Canada's 100 best restaurants. They've won countless other awards and placed either first or second in Edmonton's best restaurants every single year since they opened over a decade ago. The whole experience radiates warmth and hospitality, a vibe you instantly get from co-owners Chef Blair Lebsack and Caitlin Fulton.
All right, Chef Blair, what do you have here for me today?
Hi, Ashley. We've prepared our bison dish today. So this one is a bison flat iron, has a hazelnut spatzel to go along with it, Saskatoon berries, and then on top of that a pan jus, some roasted carrots, sunflower seeds.
Yeah, it's very intricate looking and actually smells delicious. What is this sauce that is on it?
So that is a bison reduction. So we've taken the bison bones and roasted them, turned that into a sauce to kind of finish it off.
Ooh, that is tender. That is so good. It is so tender. It's like juicy, and I gotta try it with some berries, obviously.
Yeah.
You know what? All of it together, it's really delicious. It adds like so many different flavors. I don't know, a zing with the sauce.
We change our menu a lot, but this one did kind of hold the test of time. And so this one's bison, which, you know, it is one of Alberta's 7 signature ingredients. And for us, it's been one of our favorites since we opened the restaurant.
So tell me, how did Range Road come to be?
Our very first dinner was out on Range Road 135. Those are our rural addresses in Alberta. We invited people out to the Range Road for a dinner. And the whole idea was to show people that we could do everything from one specific farm and use all of their ingredients. Really got to, work closely with these farmers to open a restaurant that really highlighted local Alberta ingredients. And the farmers, and they were just like, what do you want us to plant for you? Makes our menu be able to have that much more depth to it.
That's actually amazing, is that it almost sounds like it's home, what's going in your food. You know where it's coming from. You know what you're giving to the people, which is actually like, that I could see and hear the passion of it. Oh, here we go.
Hello. Here we have a little cocktail for you using an Alberta product called Don't Call Me Sweet Pea Amaro, distilled from Alberta-grown peas. So it's got some nice Alberta whiskey, a little Aperol, a little fresh lemon for some zip. So I hope you like it.
I totally understand where you're coming from about that citrusy taste. It's sweet, but it also has that kick. That is delicious. What else do you have on your drink menu to go with your amazing food?
So since we've opened, we've always tried our best to celebrate Alberta products. That was really important to us. We want the cocktails and the drinks to reflect what we're doing with the food.
The best of Alberta here in Edmonton. That's amazing.
Yeah. Enjoy.
Thank you. So fantastic. I also noticed that you have a butcher shop next door.
Whole animal butchering has been part of our program since we opened up. If you're farmers and you do a great job of farming, why don't we do our job being cooks and chefs and just buy the whole thing and then use everything, and with everything use creativity. So all of these sort of things help our community grow and kind of sustain each other. We sell everything from roasts and elk and bison. Once a year we can get white-tailed deer in here. Now we can give people a really neat selection of steaks when they come in. And so all these sort of things kind of come in and just kind of help us use the whole animal. And then it's also allowed us to not only deal with big farms, but we can also deal with very small farms. So if someone comes to us and tells us that they have 6 goats that are ready, well, I'm like, I'll take 6 goat. That might only last us 1 week.
But that keeps things exciting in here though, right? Because even though you think you have a small menu, the options are just endless. You can create so many different types of dishes. And as an Indigenous person, like when we hunt, we don't waste the animal. We use the whole animal. So you're doing something exactly the same. You're, using that sustainability to, be creative with what's left over, but still using it and still, serving it. And it's delicious, obviously. You have this questionable bits item on the menu. Can you explain that?
Questionable bits, it was always about people questioning, how can a small restaurant use whole animals? Like we hear big places can't use whole animals, so how can you? And so we showed them. We're just like, okay, well, here's how it is. We don't want to ever be fear factor to anyone. We want to make sure that we keep food delicious, and then how do we make it look beautiful? It can be as simple as chicken or duck livers, and then we might push the envelope a little bit more, and we might do something, beef tongue pastrami. We do it all the time, so it's been brined and smoked, and to us it's just as normal as anything.
Now that I'm hearing more about it, I want to try it.
Yeah.
Ooh, it looks amazing. Smells amazing. So what is the questionable bits and how did you prepare this?
So this one we're showcasing the bone marrow. So it's served on the bone where we have roasted it, scooped out that bone marrow, and it's an elk tartare tossed in a bone marrow vinaigrette, beef tongue pastrami on top of it, and then those are some marinated cucumbers.
Well, it's pretty.
Yeah.
I will dig in here. It's like got this soft, juicy texture to it. I never thought I would eat bone marrow ever in my life. And now I'm like, okay, let's put this on some bread.
Yeah, that's our intention, is that it's supposed to be actually light and refreshing. That's what the dressing does, the vinaigrette, that sort of thing. When it goes on our questionable bits, it's very popular.
Kudos to you for that sustainability and, using everything and utilizing everything and making it so amazing. Thank you so much for this meal. I am going to have to finish it now.
Yeah, you're welcome. Please enjoy.
I could visit with Chef Blair and Caitlin all day, but I have to keep moving. It's just a few blocks to my final course at Foo's Repair Shop. Chinese food in, wait, hold on, an old TV repair shop? You won't believe this place until you see it. Next on One Perfect Meal.